So tinting a windshield is going to be one of the hardest things to learn when you're learning how to tint. Shrinking, hand cutting, that's all tricky. But honestly, once you do all that, then you have to figure out how to cleanly take the windshield and put it on the inside. And with so many obstacles and panels in the way, that can make it very difficult. So today I want to talk about a process called reverse rolling, which you may have already seen a video on, but essentially after we already cut and shrink the windshield, we are going to roll the entire thing up on the outside, and then we're going to flip the liner to the inside, unroll that across the entire inside of the windshield, and then you're going to have a nice, pretty, beautiful windshield. But it doesn't come that simply. I want to focus on some of the techniques that I do to hopefully make that a little bit cleaner. So first thing that I do is obviously identify the type of windshield that I'm working with. This is a Chrysler 300. I'm going to look at the interior paneling. I'm going to see if there's a mirror in the way that I can potentially take off. But before I get started, I'm going to cover up all the seats. I'm going to lay a dash towel over. This one I picked up from Sun Distributing. It's a really, really nice towel. Get that all tucked in, and then I also add a soak shield whenever there's a little bit of extra room at the bottom to accommodate that. Then I'm going to scrub off the outside of the windshield and then use one of these handy Libman Squeegees to clean off the outside. You can pick it up at pretty much any local convenience store. They're really handy to have. Then we're going to take Glass Aid, line the outside. I use Dry Shrink Prep as my medium for shrinking on this one. Once that's all dried, I then lay the film out on the glass. So this is a 50% ceramic from GeoShield. I'm a big fan of this film. It shrinks very easily. So I've put out a lot of shrinking videos lately, and being that this is a lighter film, harder to see, we're going to focus more on the reverse rolling aspect of it. So once I have everything basically shrunk, so again, I take my heat gun, turn it all the way up, point it at like a 45-degree angle, aim it down at the film, and just kind of watch as the film slowly shrinks itself. And once it lays flat, then I smooth it all down. Then I'm going to take my knife. This is a stainless steel blade. I cut right on top of the Glass Aid, go all the way around my border. When that's all cut, everything should just peel away nice and clean. Before I clean off the outside of the film, then I go and I remove the Glass Aid tape just to ensure I can lock down all my edges and it's not going to get in my way for the installation portion of this. So always remove that. This came off nice and clean there. From here, the mirror housing, I always look to see if a mirror housing is smart or stupid. So this had just a rain sensor. It didn't have an ADAS camera system. So these mirrors, just like the Dodge Rams and Durangos, they are twist-off style. So once you remove that housing, they twist off, and then you can pull away a power cord, clean off the inside of the windshield. So I do this with a razor blade, scrub pad, potentially a clay bar too, just whatever floats your boat on that one. Then I squeegee from top to bottom, all the way across, left to right. When it gets too tight towards the bottom, I'll use like a side swipe and then squeegee all the way over from right to left. Basically, keep everything from the top to the bottom. Then I'll move to the outside. I'll spray underneath the film. This is kind of a newer thing that I've been doing lately. It seems to help keep the film a little bit cleaner. And then again, I take that same Libman squeegee and I squeegee off the entire outside of the film because we're going to set this up for that reverse roll. So the trick to it is you need to loosen up the liner from the tint, and you do that by picking it up. I do this in quarters, so it's nice and have this little origami, like it's very contained here. You spray the entire windshield, and then you lay that film right back down. You lay that liner as smoothly as you can back down on the film. Don't worry about if there's any little air bubbles and stuff. Essentially what we're doing is we're protecting the film from extra dirt. We're going to spray off the outside, and then I'm going to roll up this tint. I like to install it from the driver's side over to the passenger side. So I'm going to start rolling up the passenger side first. Now I've already loosened up the liner on the driver's side too. So what you're seeing is basically just a summary of some of these motions. The most important pieces, I do them identically from one side to the other. And then once that whole liner is loosened up, then you can see we're rolling this up. This is one of the trickiest, one of the parts that you just want to pay attention to. Start rolling it up at an angle. When you get kind of stretched across the windshield, it's okay to pick the windshield piece up, roll the whole thing up like a poster. Sometimes the liner will start to shift a little bit away from the film, so it might be a couple inches extended. And here's the secret. So if you zoom in here, I flip the tint or flip the liner to the other side, and literally I'm just separating the film and unrolls. And when you unroll it, it magically sticks to the back side of the tint. And you'll see in a little bit here, the liner is actually stuck to the underside of the film right now. So what I have is my film. I get that nice and tucked down into my corner, basically as far down as I can go. This, you want to be careful not to bump it on the headliner, so I got that kind of dropped away. And then with my right hand, I'm going to kind of unroll this film a little bit. And this other little trick I've been doing lately is just flushing a little bit of water down every about 6 inches to like another foot of film that I unroll. This definitely might scare some people, a little extra water on the windshield. If you have everything covered and tucked in, you should be fine. But if you're doing this 3-4 times on a windshield, yeah, it's a lot of water to spray on a windshield, so always keep that in mind as you do it. But there's always potential when you roll up this, you separate the liner from the film, you roll everything up, there's always potential for dirt to kind of seep its way into that as you create those little like air vacuums and stuff when you roll your film up and start unrolling it again. And now you can see I pull that liner, and I'm going to use this as a support for the other side. So I'm constantly keeping that roll of film all rolled together. It's not so far down as to create little creases or anything. And you're using that liner, actually, at this point, to unroll that whole roll of film nice and smoothly. And I'll let this drop down early from the passenger side. So that way, none of the liner bunches up in the corners. It's super easy to make this edge turn out nice and clean. You push up the film, maybe roll it back a little bit to tuck it in, and then I'm just going to work out any of these extra air pockets and check all my edges. Once it's all kind of in place, I'll start squeegeeing it out with my main handled squeegee from the center and kind of work out in like a ripple pattern. So if you were to just take your finger, touch it to the center, and create like a perfect circular ripple, that's kind of the direction that I go with getting all this out, just to make sure it's as nice and clean as I can possibly get it. You never want to let all these air pockets basically feed back into themselves. So you can see I'm just using that water, going straight over those air pockets, and nothing's trying to feed back into where I squeegeed already. Squeegee down as far to the sides, up, top, bottom, and then I'll use a side swipe again to squeegee out the bottom, or a bulldozer, whatever tool is going to best fit the job. Once you get to this part, you're pretty much home free. Fingers crossed always, because you don't know if your tint is actually perfectly clean or not, but you definitely hope it is at this point. So all the headache is over. You scrub and squeegee out the outside, or use whatever your preferred cleaning method is. This squeegee seems to do a great job at keeping everything nice and dry. And then check over your work. And this one turned out really nice. I'm very happy with it. This was a client. He already had ceramic all the way around and then came back in to get this windshield done. So definitely appreciate having him come back. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.